In today's video, I will talk about the best Prebuilt Gaming PCs under $700 for the month of September. And a lot of you requested me this video because the last video that I made about $700 PCs, almost every gaming PC is out of stock or at a higher price. So that's why I decided to make this video. There are only going to be 3 options because it's hard to find good Prebuilt PCs at this price point, and what I recommend doing is extending your budget until $800 because at that price point, Prebuilt gaming PCs start to get better. But that doesn't mean that you can't get a gaming PC that is decent at this price point. And starting off, we are going to talk about the Elite Gaming Stinger desktop PC. This one has the AMD Ryzen 5 3400G with AMD Radeon RX Vega 11 graphics, 8GB of RAM at 3200MHz, 240GB of SSD, and a B450 motherboard. Now, I like this PC because it's upgradable. You can put a nice graphics card because of the B450 motherboard, and you can upgrade the RAM later on. So in this case, it's upgradable, and that's why I really like this gaming PC. In terms of performance, you will be able to run games like Fortnite at 60 FPS average or even more in performance mode at 1080p. If you upgrade the RAM, you will be able to run it at around 80 to 100 FPS on average, and the game will be much more consistent. And if you add a GPU in the future, not right now because you don't have the money to, maybe to a 1650 Super, you will be able to run this type of games at more than 200 FPS on average and start competing with a 144Hz monitor or even a 240 for games like Fortnite and CSGO. This gaming PC for games like GTA 5, you will be able to run them in medium to low settings at around 50 to 60 FPS on average. So I think it's pretty decent, and the best part of this Prebuilt PC is the upgradeability. For the next PC, we have the CUK Stratos Micro Gaming PC. This one has the AMD Ryzen 3 3200G with Vega 8 graphics, 16GB of RAM, 500GB of SSD, and a 300 watts power supply. Now this one is not as upgradable as the last one because of the 300 watts power supply, so you will have to change the power supply to maybe a 500 or a 600 one if you want to put a better GPU on it. The AMD Ryzen 3 3200G, it's similar to the last one, but in this case you have 16GB of RAM, so you don't have to upgrade the RAM. But what I would recommend you doing is upgrading the last one RAM, which is going to be cheaper and you have a better overall gaming PC. But if you want to buy a gaming PC at around $700, I recommend you either buying this HP Pavilion, which is $745 and comes with the i3-10100 but comes with the GTX 1650 Super, which is a great GPU for 1080p gaming, and you will be able to play games like GTA 5 at more than 60 FPS on average in high settings, and you will be able to run games like Fortnite or other games at more than 144 FPS on average if you end up upgrading the 8GB of RAM. But if you don't want to buy this HP Pavilion because you don't feel like buying one of these, you can watch my video about a PC build that I made that it's around $750 and it's really upgradable in the future, and I think it's pretty decent for 1080p gaming right now, and for 720p gaming is more than enough. You can watch that video by clicking on the top right of the screen. Back to this video, if you can extend your budget to the $750 mark and add those extra $50, it will be much better, and it's worth the money to buy this gaming PC instead of the last one or the Elite Gaming PC. So my recommendation is for you to either go with the Elite Gaming PC or this HP Pavilion if you're going to buy a Prebuilt Gaming PC. If you're going to buy a PC build, I recommend you buying the one that I recommend in my other video. I wouldn't go with the CUK, but if you don't want to upgrade the RAM by yourself, which is pretty easy, but maybe you're scared or something, then you can go with the CUK Stratos. This was a short video, but there are not a lot of good deals at this price point, but with those PC you will be having a decent time while gaming at 720p or even 1080p in some games. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe, but most importantly hit the bell button so you get notified when I upload this type of content, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for the support.